Guys, what is the crack? We're here at Fit 100 and this place, we're going to be moving soon. We're gone. We're moving to a new premises and I want to try and stay nice and relaxed because I want to kind of talk you through, I suppose, the process that we've gone through over the last couple of weeks. Because there's a lot going on and I want to bring you up to date, and I don't want to get too excited, but I'm really excited. So, I'm going to pause the video for a second and put a few things up on the board. Alright guys, I'm actually after writing this a little bit high on the board, so I'm going to have to stay up on my tippy toes. But I wanted to make this really simple, okay? So, if you watched my last video, which was on YouTube, so if you're watching this on Facebook, you mightn't have seen it, but if you watched my last video on YouTube, you'll see that I talked a lot about the word we. And that word we is like my favorite word. Whenever I'm talking about Fit 100, I always use the word we, and I hope that the people that are here feel like they're part of that we, because we certainly feel like they are. All the decisions we're making in terms of this move have got you, the member, and that we right at the heart of it. Fit 100 is not my company, it's not my business, it's the business of the people that inhabit the gym. It's their business, so we've got to make the decisions based on them, and based on their needs, based on what they think is going to be cool, based on data that we've gathered from them, and based on, again, that we and that kind of collective idea that we're talking about. So Fit 100, the you at the center of Fit 100, which are the two are very much so linked, they're the same thing. That's the members. Now we've got our kind of general members and we've got our team members, but really I'm talking about our general members. That's our business, and that's the bulk of our business, and that is, you know, the part of the business that we put most energy into, most effort into. We do care obviously a lot about our teams, but we care, you know, that little bit more about our members because we put a lot more energy into those guys. Like the needs of our members, that boils down to a couple of different things, and which has guided the equipment that we get as an example. So the needs of our members are based on what kind of training program they're on, and we guide everyone's training so we know exactly what we need. We need bumpers, we need barbells, we need dumbbells, we need benches, we need rigs, and we need some equipment to do our hit session. So after that, we don't have any massive other needs in terms of the training environment. Now I did talk in a previous video about we either go from where we are, which is say like in the middle of the road. I'm a little bit low here, but we either kind of go where we are, which is kind of in the middle of the road, and we either downsize and potentially put, say, teams at risk because we need changing rooms and showers and things like that for teams. So we either downsize or we upsized a little bit, but kind of went up market, and I like to say threw the kitchen sink at it, but like literally we've ripped the kitchen sink off the wall and we've just fired it as far as we can. And that's to really try and meet these needs and make it as cool as we possibly can for the members here, and it'll satisfy both our teams and satisfy our members. So things like nice toilets and showers and changing rooms were our priority. We had to have a facility that had those, and we had to have enough space to cater for both our teams and our members. So we've done that, we've nailed that. Our needs leads into all this other stuff, so all this other stuff is really linked. So we wanted it to be really cool, and we wanted it to be a place where, you know, our members like really enjoy the atmosphere, and I saw the place today, and like the paint job inside is it just absolutely pops, and it looks so good, and I think people are going to love the atmosphere. And we've got loads of little cool ideas to kind of encourage social interaction. There was so much social interaction. Like in our gym, our staff know the names of all of our members. Like there's not a lot of gyms that do that. Like good gyms will do that, like a good place will do that, and a place that's got good service will do that, but there's not that many. So that's like a massive thing for us, and the social interaction between coach and member and between members is like so vital to what we do. So making the place cool, making the environment an environment that people want to be in, a place where people want to hang out, because we want people to come to Fit 100 and we want them to stay there for the day. People come here and they stay for 3-4 hours at a time. Yes, other people come in, they just get their session done in a half an hour and leave, but a lot of people will stay and hang out and just chat, and they enjoy their time here, and that's what we want. That's the kind of facility we want, that's the environment we want. data is the next point. And data is kind of all the stuff that happens behind the closed doors. So data is where I am. So at the last couple of weeks, I have been just data, and figuring out, okay, this will work because of that, and asking the reason why, and do we have any kind of figures to back that up. Data also comes into play, we'll say, with the software that we use, and the kind of behind, we'll say, the physical stuff. Yes, there's some data involved in that, in terms of your measurements and what we actually do and our programming and things like that. But the data comes from, you know, what information is my member giving me? That's coming from our assessments. That's coming from what weight you're lifting. That's coming from your adherence to your program. We're going to try and gamify a lot of what we do. We're going to use all that data that's coming our way and really try and maximize it to give you the best experience in the gym. What we do at the moment, I would say, is here, and we're trying to bring it up that another 1 or 2 levels. And I really think that, well, I'm hoping that our members will really enjoy that. Things like, we try and educate our members as much as we can, but there's people who are on different levels within a gym facility. There's people who know a lot about lifting. There's people who know a lot about nutrition and who are looking to get that little bit of extra knowledge. And there's other people who come in who know absolutely nothing, and they need the kind of the baby steps, the beginner stuff. And then we're trying to pinpoint now, how can we tailor that information, like we've tailored all of our programs, so that the training side of it is looked after, but the kind of informative, you know, maybe like video-based content, how can we tailor that for the person, the client, the member that comes into us, so that we give them an even better experience. And that has all got to do with data, and it's also got to do with a bit of gamification. So like, if we can gamify what we're doing here and make it fun to learn, and make it fun to actually adhere and engage in your program, then again, that's going to speak volumes for your results and for your overall enjoyment of the place. And then we'll come back to that we. So like, that we is so important. All of this works because of that we. Without that we, none of it works. So that's what we have in mind when we're making all of these decisions. And I'm actually very excited, because I was over there today, and it looks so good. And people are going to think that, how have you gotten so lucky? And that's what I'm thinking in my own head. How have we gotten so lucky? But there's been so much hard work put into this. Next video, I am going to talk about the layout of the gym, and how the layout is going to help satisfy these needs, and how that layout is based upon, again, data and what we think will look cool as well. So next video coming really soon. A bunch of these kind of like short ones. This was actually a long enough one, but a bunch of these kind of videos chatting and bringing you up to speed coming in the next few days. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much to everyone for sending me text messages and sending the coaches messages, and just saying to us in the gym that they're going to give us a hand to move any equipment, and just let us know. And like, thank you, that means so much. Like, I get these random texts at people in the middle of the night, and they'll be like, listen Colm, just seeing the video, we'll be there, let us know when the gym is moving, we'll really enjoy it. Man, there's been so many nice words, and like, I wouldn't be one to just like try and post that stuff on social media or anything like that. It's kind of, the people that are here know what we have here, and we are going to do our utmost to keep that and to make that flourish, and we want to share that with more people, so we're going to make that happen. Next video coming soon. Thank you so much for watching. See you then. Slán.